Hey guys, it's that time of the year again. Yep, it's Nanowrimo. Today is actually November 2nd. I can explain. So yesterday was not an ideal time for me to start vlogging and doing all of the NaNoWriMo things that you do at the beginning of the month. I did write, do not fear, I did write yesterday because one of my major goals for this time around is to write every day, so I wanted to make sure I got that in, but I did not meet the goal that you have to meet every day to like get to 50k evenly. But obviously no one actually meets that goal every day unless you're amazing. Please tell me your ways. I need to know. But I'm gonna try and catch up today, at least meet the goal today, maybe go over so I can make up for yesterday. I wrote a little over 600 words yesterday, so we need to catch up. But let me back up a little bit. For those of you who don't know, NaNoWriMo is a writing event where you work on a project, obviously a novel or some sort of writing project, and you get to 50k words as best you can. I've never reached 50k in the past. I've participated in last year's NaNoWriMo and I participated in the 2 Camp NaNoWriMos for this year. So I do have a bit of experience with this, and I do want to try and write more every single time I do NaNoWriMo, which hasn't always been the case. Camp NaNoWriMo at the beginning of this year was a bit of a disaster, not gonna lie. But last NaNoWriMo was very successful, and I'm so excited for this one. For those of you who don't know, I am writing a book, and I've been writing this book for a very long time, but I have not made it too far in the writing process. It is fully drafted at draft 0. Like, I have a complete draft 0, and it's honestly a good draft 0 because it's more like a draft 1, but I just wanted to call it a draft 0, so it's somewhere in the between. It's like a draft and a half, or a 0.5 draft, shall we say. But yeah, I am working on editing that so it can get to the point where I can give it out to readers and like friends and family. I am currently editing chapter 1. I've done several scenes already, and I did start editing this before NaNoWriMo started. I only edited a little bit though, and I think I'm gonna get most of it done during NaNoWriMo. I'm going to work on it chapter by chapter, so I can basically edit whatever I want, whenever I want, as long as it's within the chapter. Because sometimes, like, I found that when I'm editing a certain scene and I'm just not into it, it's just gonna end up like the same exact scene as it was before. But if I get a really good idea for the scene after it, then I'll just skip to that scene and come back to it later. And currently, I've kind of discovered there's a problem within the first few chapters, and it just gets worse throughout the book because of the first few chapters. One of my very important characters and my main character, they already know each other before the book starts. But I want to change that because I want to make it so that we're gonna get this moment where they meet each other, and I think it's just gonna make the relationship more interesting. But in order to do that, I have to write a scene of them meeting each other. I have to write places where they're like kind of getting to know each other before I can jump into the scenes that I have at the beginning of the book, because I wrote them as that they already know each other. And some of the scenes, like a very specific scene, let's say it involves dancing, I kind of need them to be a little more comfortable around each other than a person who'd only known them for like a week, you know? So that's kind of a problem that I have to fix, but I'm just gonna focus on writing the scene where they meet each other today and editing more of chapter 1. I have done several NaNoWriMo vlogs in the past. For July's NaNoWriMo, I made 4 vlogs, one for every week, and that's what I'm going to be doing for this NaNoWriMo. I'm going to be making a vlog once a week and probably posting them on like Sunday or Monday. depending on what I can get done. I will be posting other videos besides just NaNoWriMo. I have some other videos planned, so I will probably be posting more videos than usual just because I want to get in those reading videos and I don't want to have to push all of them back because of NaNoWriMo. But again, it's NaNoWriMo. That's kind of what you have to do. You have to push things aside to write. But I'm very excited to get into this NaNoWriMo and vlog the experience. If you guys are participating, then tell me in the comments below what your work in progress is like and what's going on. Let's get into the writing. Look what I got. For those of you who watched my other writing vlogs, you know that I have developed a system with sticky notes to track my progress. So I'm going to be setting that up now for NaNoWriMo. I apologize for noise in the background, but here are my lovely, lovely sticky notes. One for each chapter, except not really because I ran into a slight issue. I ran out of my purpley blue sticky notes and I wasn't about to change up the color scheme because I love it. It's very bisexual and amazing. So I'm just gonna add more chapters once I get through these 28, which is gonna take me a long time anyways. So yeah, I just need to add more chapters in a different color scheme later on. But I'm basically going to take down a sticky note every time I finish a chapter and vlog it, and it's going to be all productive and lovely. Also, I don't know how much I'm realistically going to get through and how high my word count is going to go because it is editing, it's not drafting. So my main goal is just to write every day and see where that takes me. All right, it is about 5 on October 2nd. I am at 600 words and I'm gonna start writing. Alright guys, it is Wednesday, November 3rd, and I am only at like 1,600 words, which is not ideal, considering that is the word goal for one day for NaNoWriMo. That's okay. I said I was going to catch up yesterday, but I'm going to catch up today instead. And I'm just going to see how long I can write for. I did make some good progress yesterday, but the problem is with editing is you're not just like writing all the time, you're also deleting things and changing small things that don't really add to the word count a lot. But I'm really enjoying this editing process so far, which actually has surprised me because I didn't think I was going to. I reached 2K. I'm going to eat something and take a break and then get back to writing. Okay, it is Friday, November 5th, and I don't have too much of an update, but I do want to talk about my writing process a little bit because I do think the system of only sticking in chapter 1, then chapter 2, etc. is not going to work as well. Because I definitely wrote chronologically when I was writing draft 0, but for editing that isn't working as well and I'm not being that productive. So I do think I'm going to change and just kind of try and go through as chronologically as I can, but work on the things that I feel inspired for or have good ideas for or know I can fix instead of just like staring at something and trying to figure out how to fix it when I just don't have the inspiration in the moment. Hey guys, so it is Saturday, November 6th, I think? Yeah, November 6th. And I just wanted to give a little update. So I have been writing more. I'm about 4,000 words in, which means I'm still very behind, but like we don't talk about that. And the reason why I'm going so slow is because it is editing, but doing the thing that I talked about before has definitely been helping because I've been reading through my book, and that has actually given me a lot more ideas for previous stuff that I wouldn't have gotten ideas for. So I will probably be done with chapter 1 soon, and I've started chapter 2. I have like inserted another chapter 2, but what I basically did was I split the real chapter 2 into half because it was way too long, like way too long. So that's how things are going. Okay guys, it is pretty late Sunday night, and before the week is over, I just wanted to do a few writing sprints to try and catch up somewhat. So I will just let you guys know how much I write for each writing sprint. I'm gonna do a 20-minute writing sprint for my first one, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, it is the next day. Sorry for the bad lighting, but it is so cloudy out. Just wanted to tell you guys how my writing sprints went because I pretty much just crashed last night after I finished them. So my first one went okay. I wrote around 400 words, but I did rearrange a lot of stuff in a certain chapter. So I did make a lot of progress even if my word count didn't go up that much. But the second one went really good. I wrote, I think it was like 600 something words. It was crazy, especially for editing, and I'm really happy with it. I also finished chapter 1, so I'm finally making some progress. Okay guys, that's the end of week 1 NaNoWriMo. I'm finishing this week with a little over 4,000 words, which, since I'm editing, I'm not too mad about. I definitely think that the progress is going to pick up the further I get through the book, because I always find that the beginning of stuff is the hardest to edit because you feel like it has to be perfect, or, you know, you're building up the, like, setting the characters, and that stuff is kind of hard to do because it's not like the action or the intense emotional moments, which honestly I find easier. But let me know down in the comments how you're doing for NaNoWriMo, and what's your word count at, if you're meeting your goals, and did you start a completely new project like traditional NaNoWriMo, or are you editing something like I'm doing? I just want to know how you guys are doing. Thank you so much for watching this writing vlog. I'll be coming out with 3 more before the month is over to show the rest of my progress for NaNoWriMo. And if you like this kind of content, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. Bye!